What's good in your hood? It's your boy Cino. Once again, down here, sunny Florida, Tampa, relaxing, taking it easy. Now, let's get to the gist of things. Because, like I said, you'll barely get any coverage, any promotion on the Utah Jazz. I've seen more promotion for LaMelo Ball. I've seen more promotion for the Atlanta Hawks. And I've seen more promotion for the Dallas Mavericks. All three of those teams are not above 500, and they've had more promotion than the team with the number one record in the NBA. Let that sink in. The number one record in the entire National Basketball Association, and no one's talking about them. They might mention them a little bit in passing. And I want to tell everyone out there, thank you for your support for the page and everything you've been doing. We love it. Continuously do it. If you're new here, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we talk about basketball or any other topics we talk about here. If you want to donate to the page, my cash app is Carceno, Karceno, and we continue. Now, moving forward, we've seen a lot of shifts um, when you start looking at how the team is structured and how the team moves. Um, Utah has changed from one year to the next. The team you saw in the bubble is a team that got confident. They got confident because they believed that they were the best team in the bubble and should have went further than what they actually did. And they used that as a motivating factor coming into this season. Donovan Mitchell realized that I can't go out and score 50 every night. That's not going to get it done. It's not going to make us better as a team. We need to move the ball. And that is the key to Utah's success. Where people are like, how is Utah beating everybody? They're beating everybody with simple, basic basketball. They're not overcommitting. They're not turning over the ball. And what they're doing is they're taking what's there and they're moving the ball. They're taking very high percentage shots. They're not just going down there trying to play one-on-one hero ball. They're actually using the team. And what has improved from this year and last year dramatically is their defense. Defensively, they have sunk in. Donovan Mitchell's defense this year is a lot different than it was last year. Guys have stepped up to the plate and they have definitely bought in. No one's promoting them because they feel like, oh, the Jazz is going to lose. The Miami Heat are struggling to find the success they did last year. Everybody's kind of gunning for them, and they're putting their attention on them. And defensively, they're having a lot of continuity issues as to what people's roles are, which last year they had figured out, but because of the success of last year, guys like Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, who's their leading scorer now Dragic, who came in, now he, comes off the bench and thinks he's supposed to score a lot more than, what was the original format of what was happening with the team. And any given night, it changes. And a lot of those changes are not good for a team. You kind of want a consistency more than change every night. So Bam and Jimmy, they're going to have to put their heads together and decide what it is that they want to do. But the Jazz have won 18 of 19 games. 16 of those 18 wins have come by double digits. That means they're not just winning the game, they're winning convincingly. So when you're winning basketball games convincingly, you're setting yourself apart from everybody else in the game. You're telling them, we're the best team in the NBA, and it's not a fluke. The Utah Jazz is second with beating teams with winning records, meaning over 500. The Brooklyn Nets are 9-1 against teams that are over 500. All their losses come to teams that are under 500, which is crazy. They've only lost one game to a team that's over 500. If you're over 500, they're going to beat you. The Utah Jazz is only three of their losses have come to teams that are over 500. Defensive movement, people trusting each other. That's how winning is done. And that's what you want to see. You don't want to see a team barely getting by. I mean, Jazz is going through their rough schedule right now. They got to play the 76ers, which is the number one team on the East. They got to play them tomorrow. Then after that, they play the Clippers. Jazz and Clippers play. So that's going to be a great game. So you're going to be surrounded about teams who have some of the best records in the game and some of the best basketball. Box is going to always give you about a good 7 rebounds a night, 20 points. So you're getting about 20 and 7 out of Bog. Rudy Gobert is going to give you double-double, and you look for that. You would like for Joe Ingles to be more involved, but Jordan Clarkson is up for Sixth Man of the Year. He's played tremendous throughout this streak, and he's found his place. That he can come off the bench with a second unit, and guys trust in him to be the guy to get the points. Now, a guy who I didn't see coming in doing anything is this guy named Niang. Is George's Niang a guy? I don't know where they got him from, but that guy can pass the ball. He can score. He can pass. This guy is incredible. And see, that's what happened when you move the ball. Everyone knows Donovan Mitchell is the star. Okay? He's the superstar of the team. He's their identity piece. But you got to have the supporting cast. You have to have the guys that's going to do the dirty work. That's going to make it easier for you. Donovan Mitchell is not going to give you 13 assists and 30 points. He's not that guy. But, Joe Ingles can get you 13 assists. Other people have to sacrifice their game, and that's been the key to their success. You had O'Neal doing what he does, and they're trying to give you a double-double a night. You got Boggs out there doing what he does. You got Rudy. Joe Ingles, he normally keeps it about at mid-level, but most of your assists is going to come from Joe because Joe knows how to pass, from the top of the key, from the wing position, better than probably most of the guards or any other forwards in his position. He passed very well out of the wing position. Derek Favors, a guy that can come off the bench and give you a good solid 10. He can shoot from the free throw line. You know, he gets you some boards. It's an extra big body, but he's poised. He knows what it's like to be when the lights are bright and everything else. You could trust Derek Favors, especially down the stretch. But this Georges Niang guy, he just came out of nowhere and started producing, baby. Producing. So it's going to be interesting. You know, this is the first half of the season. It's been a lot of teams that look great in the first half, and in the second half of the season, they just fall apart. You know, nobody knows why. They just do. They just fall apart. It's crazy, right? Oh, it happens. It happens more often than you would think. Me, I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy the situation and see what happens, you know. So, like I said, if you're new here, subscribe to the page. Everybody hit that like button. Tell me what you think. What's the sleeper team that you think people are not paying attention to that are actually really good that the league has ignored that might make a splash in the NBA? And if you say the New York Knicks, I'm gonna choke you. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you. Goodbye.